Good evening. Welcome to Fleece TV. Now, did you happen to catch Mr. Paulwood playing with such amazing skill last night at the end of last night's show? If you didn't, have another look at it. Amazing. Thank you again, Paul, for that. Now, we are today in the Fleece in barn, surrounded by the paintings of Mr. Clive Pryke. Over here is one that he presented to me after he and Jan got married here in 2007. He painted that in a day, would you believe? Unbelievable. And then to my left is another wonderful painting that I will chat about in a moment. But a little earlier today, I went over to the village community shop on an essential journey and spent a socially distanced moment chatting with Jan Pryke, who is the late Clive Pryke's widow. So, and Jan's going to speak to us now a little bit about what she's doing and a little bit about his painting. Hello and welcome to Brepton Community Shop, where I've come to do some essential shopping. But while I'm here, I'm catching up with my good friend and regular of the Fleece, Jan Pryke, over here, the lovely Jan. And we're going to talk today a little bit about her late husband Clive Pryke and his paintings. So first of all, let's talk about Clive for a minute, shall we?
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah. Now, he was an artist in many ways.
In many ways, Nigel, as you well know. There's many things regulars will well know.
Drank a bit of cider. Yeah.
All in moderation.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the co-designers of the famous Asparagus cart,
yes.
Going back.
Yeah.
And
him and the great Roger Hutchison.
yeah. It's still there, available for view today, should you wish to look at it. Being looked after, cared for by Roger in a special secret location in Gloucestershire. So, Clive did lots of paintings, didn't he?
Lots, loads and loads and loads. He was a professional artist for over 30 years, so I have a massive collection.
Yeah.
I'd really like to put out there for people to see.
So what are you doing exactly? What are you doing with it?
Well,
hello and welcome to Brepton Community Shop, where I've come to do some essential shopping. But while I'm here, I'm catching up with my good friend and regular of the Fleece, Jan Pryke, over here, the lovely Jan. And we're going to talk today a little bit about her late husband Clive Pryke and his paintings. So first of all, let's talk about yeah. Now, he was an artist in many ways.
In many ways, Nigel, as you well know. There's many things regulars will well know.
Drank a bit of cider. Yeah.
All in moderation.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the co-designers of the famous Asparagus cart,
yes.
Going back.
Yeah.
And
him and the great Roger Hutchison.
yeah. It's still there, available for view today, should you wish to look at it. Being looked after, cared for by Roger in a special secret location in Gloucestershire. So, Clive did lots of paintings, didn't he?
Lots, loads and loads and loads. He was a professional artist for over 30 years, so I have a massive collection.
Yeah.
I'd really like to put out there for people to see.
So what are you doing exactly? What are you doing with it?
Well, each week I came up with the idea with the lovely Rebby, and we want to put some paintings up, maybe change them each week, and in the hope that people like or click like and donate to the NHS. But if they don't, then that's fine as well. They can just free centralised paintings. So we're just going to carry on doing it.
So you get on a rotation, so like a virtual gallery. Then.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We did that wonderful exhibition at the Fleece a couple of years ago now, and that went so well, and we raised nearly 700 for Scottish Hospitals. So
Brilliant.
if we can just get those out there and people have the time to look, which is another good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he did this, didn't he?
He did this wonderful painting, and I'm so glad it's here because it was down there, and people didn't realise. Obviously, the aim then was to have a coffee shop, wasn't it, at the end, and people would look at it. But the number of comments we've had, and we sold the postcards.
Oh yeah, so if you want a little bit of Clive's art, you can get it on the postcards this very day in Brepton Community Shop. Well, actually not. So you can get it in the morning when the shop's open. which is between 9 and 11, I believe, every day of the week. With your
1,
essential
9 and 1.
9 and 1. 9 and 1 every week. So how much did you say you'd raised for the...
We've raised nearly 200
Okay.
at the moment, so
Brilliant.
hopefully it will just carry on. I think this will help make it still out there.
So there's a Just Giving page.
There's a Just Giving page linked to it, yes.
Okay. So you could go to, what's the, is it a Facebook thing?
Yes, it's called Clive Pryke Art.
Right, with a Y.
With a Y, not
P-R-Y.
Clive Pryke, as I have been known to call Mrs. Pryke. Honestly.
So yeah, and we'll put the link up there as well for people on there, on our Facebook as well.
Great.
But yeah, I've got quite a few of Clive's paintings myself,
You
and
certainly have.
thoroughly enjoy them.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody go and have a look at those. Thank you very much,
Oh,
Jan,
thank
for
you.
doing
Thanks,
that.
Nigel. Thanks, Tash.
So thanks, Jan. Jan's showing off Clive's mural there, and Jan's got this great idea going on for a virtual gallery. Go and have a look at it. Just put in Clive Pryke, it'll come up straight away, and you'll be able to see the paintings and maybe make a donation on the Just Giving link. So I'm surrounded here by various artistic elements from Clive. If we can just share these. This is an absolute beauty of a painting, which Clive surprised me with as a gift. Absolutely amazing. Here's our Morris dancing lot, and this is me, and this is my old man there working the scratching machine. We're making cider on our cider making weekend. And one or two of the other guys, John Ward, who's sadly no longer with us, Chris, and Clive's even put himself in the painting there at the back, and his dogs as well over to the right. It made me weep when I got this. Absolutely lovely. And just a reminder, the 1st of May cometh. And this is a painting that Clive did of Pebworth Morris dancing on the field at Pebworth, where we start our dancing on May Day morning around 5:15. And yeah, so we're obviously going to be Zoom dancing this week, but we've got a little bit of footage for you to show you this week of Morris dancing. So that's that one. I've got many others, but I just wanted to show you this rather lovely picture, which shows Clive here in happy mode on the bench in front of the pub with 3 of the other reprobates from the Wednesday club, Mr. Bill Bird, who has been referred to previously, and Mr. Roger Huddleston over to the far left, who is the engineer behind this Sparrow Carts. Again, another regular, and Brett, resident, and Mr. Kevin McLeish, who is the musician extraordinaire for Pebworth Morris, and also a keen lover of the Ear of Pig by Ewley Brewery, which I can now reveal will be coming back soon. Ta-da! There you go. So that's the pictures side, and what we're going to do now, we've had many watches, a Sparrow watch, Blossom watch. We've got an alliterative watch now from Pat Watson and her superb wisteria.
Hi Nige, this is Pat Watson. Just doing a little bit of a wisteria watch here. Just thought I'd share with you because it's looking pretty lovely at the moment. And just the evening sun's just getting onto it. In full bloom. Lovely. Take care.
Hi. So we've had quite a few comments today, which is nice. Let me just read a few of those out. Just to say we've got at least one Nigel with us, Nigel Dunn, hi. And shout out for Pat Cleveland. Happy birthday, Pat. Don't know what John's got you. I hope it's something lovely. He's probably cooked for you or something, hasn't he, tonight? Anyway, and then Simon Whitbread, hi Simon, and Tim. And Nellie, my good friend Nellie, down on the south coast, hiya. Sarah Penelope's with us, love you Jan. Beautiful painting, says Carol. Phoebe and Alan are with us, lots of people with us tonight. So thank you so much. Even still, Stevie Miller in Coventry. We're hopefully going to get another Coventry watch from Steve at some point. And Jan's watching as well. Hiya, Jan. So there you go. So lots of great comments there. Thank you. And we're going to move on now. He's back. Eagerly awaited report from Mr. Mark Prince. Over to you, Mark.
It's been a quiet week in the village this week with very little to report. My lockdown beard has indeed got a bit longer. And I did, today, scare a sleeping pheasant in a field but failed to capture it on film. But I guess the one thing that really did affect me... Oh, the car. God. Car. Sorry about that. But yeah, as I was saying, the one thing that really did affect me last week was something actually quite traumatic. It has made me appreciate village life even more. That's right, I'm talking about the day I left the village. Corona Diaries, day 4 million. Today I'm off to school to look after some key workers' children leaving the village. What did you do in the war, in the Corona War, Daddy? This is it. Haven't been here since March, end of March, 20th of March. Weird. Chipping Camden School, one of the top schools in Gloucestershire. Yes, that's right. Not only had I left the safety of Brepferton, but I was also in a different county and getting uncomfortably close to Wales. I'm here today at Chipping Camden School, outside the village of Brepferton, to look after some key workers' children. I'm sacrificing myself for the good of the nation. Feeling sick and queasy, I walked slowly towards the school. But to be honest with you, that happens most days that I go there. With some trepidation, I'm walking towards the school. What will I find there? What kind of tension and danger awaits me? Fear raced through me. Would I survive the day? Would I contract the coronavirus? Was there food provided? Because I just remembered I forgot my sandwiches. Don't need me. Only 2 have turned up and not needed. Mind full of adrenaline, I decided to take a bit of a risk. Giddy with excitement, I decided to go down into Chipping Camden to investigate what it's like in other villages. This is slightly illegal, but that's just the kind of guy I am. The streets were empty, no tourists to be seen. There were even parking spaces. This made me even more annoyed because I could have driven. Apart from all the people walking round, the place is largely deserted. Oh, scared me. Yeah. City life, it's not for me. It's just too much going on. After becoming unnerved by meeting groups of sometimes up to 2 people, I decided it was safer to return home, once I'd stocked up with some essential supplies. This is Mark Prince reporting for Fleece TV, legging it back to Brepferton. A pigeon as quickly as possible. Back to you in safety, Nigel. And there it ended. After just 5 minutes of being in the school with the 2 key workers' children, I was told I wasn't needed. That's what I did during the coronavirus. I'm home. That's how I got my medal.
Thank you, Mark. We hope very much we shall get further wonderment from Mr. Prince over the next coming weeks. So while you were away watching with Mark there, I've discovered, or rather my wonderful technical director discovered this photograph which shows that this bar is not actually owned by myself or the National Trust, but by Naomi and Chloe, erstwhile bar staff of this parish, who I'm sure will be back in due course. I hope you two are okay out there. So, there you go. Now, you may wonder why I'm wearing this silly hat and this checkered shirt. It's the nearest approximation I have for the final part of this evening, which is an element of musicality. Technically speaking, not that great, but we're going to give it a go. Now, as television rolls on, Netflix and the BBC and other streaming services available to the great British public, are dragging through their old series to see what they can show. And we've obviously seen The Vicar of Dibley and Life on Mars, among others, but nobody as yet has shown Rawhide. Let's hope they bring back Rawhide. But if not, look up The Blues Brothers, one of the best fun, feel-good films you'll ever see, as far as I'm concerned, in my top 3. I am not behind a chicken wire mesh, but I'm hoping Tash isn't going to throw bottles of beer at me. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we are. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling through the street, though the streams are swollen. Keep them doggies rolling, rawhide through rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my girl was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good victuals, love and kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em down, ride 'em up, cut 'em down, ride 'em up, cut 'em down, ride 'em up, rawhide. Keep moving, 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 though they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving, rawhide. Don't try to understand 'em, just rope and throw and brand 'em. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Rawhide.